Comrades, first I welcome you all. Here on the dais, Comrade Shankar Ghosh, General Secretary of our organization, AIKKMS, and apart from our leader of Karnataka state, Comrade Abdul Aziz is a leader from our neighboring state, Kerala. Comrade Greece is also from a neighboring state, Andhra Pradesh. And we have got a chance for 3 days, class, discussions and meetings. And it is a rare occasion that both of us, General Secretary and President, are present with you. The meeting has its own agenda and we will follow that. But before that, I want to place some points, some issues. In India, in Karnataka too, we are entrusted to develop a peasant movement, a powerful peasant movement. Such a movement then that not only we become able to resolve the problems with which our peasants, agriculture workers, the rural poor, the exploited are facing, but ultimately we are to emancipate ourselves, our society and agriculture. For that, it is necessary to make the peasants, agriculture workers and the rural poor aware regarding their problems, regarding the problems related to agriculture which they are facing. Not only to make aware, we are to organize them and bring within the vortex of struggle. We are to aware them in such a way to imbibe them so that they can fight for their own problems, and while fighting, maybe the local vested interest, maybe the rulers within the state or the monopolies, corporates, that is the capitalist of this country. So, but one thing we have to mark, that the peasant movement is not same which it was earlier. After we got independence and before the independence, what are the land relations? What is the nature of the market? And so many associated issues. The agriculture, the oppression of the agriculture, the problems of the peasants, the problems of the agriculture, and the issues of the movement itself, of peasant movement, are becoming complex and more complex. new points are coming, new problems are coming. The slogan of yesteryears, we are to make it update. We are to make our understanding regarding the agriculture and agricultural, the movement related to peasants and workers, we are supposed to update ourselves. During these 3 days, discuss the land relations, the nature of the market, the system which is governing us, ruling us, the world market, and so many other things. In earlier period, land relation was simple. The land was of community. Whosoever tilled the lands, they get produce, and the produce was sold in the local market. But of time, during the British regime and after that, taxation system, land revenues, and market system changed. Initially, the peasant depended on the rain, then irrigation system, that is electricity or diesel-based engines, electricity, even the this plow with the bullocks, tractor came, and the nature of agriculture changed. Land itself become an item of purchase and sale. So the issues of peasant movement, the nature of the peasant movement also changed. Cooperative societies came into existence, and now the nature of the cooperative society is changing very fast. From local village cooperative to cluster of villages, packs. Packs have come into existence in almost all states. And recently, central government have adopted a national cooperative policy that will bulldoze the village cooperative system, and so many associated problems. FPO, Farmers Producer Organization, this is a new phenomenon after BJP coming into the power. This FPO, though 20 or more peasants are supposed to organize some sort of form an organization, but it is not simple peasant organization. Government have defined it as a corporate, and in the coming days, this FPO will have a role not only in the market, not only with the banking system, with the future market, Satta Bazaar. You understand the Satta Bazaar, future market? gambling in the you understand gambling? Some people adopt gambling and they destroy us economically. Similarly, a future market. So this APO is associated with that also. So that is why
Mic is not working.
Not working.
so new things are coming. So new things are coming, comrade. So please listen. So the nature of what I want to impress upon you, the nature of the peasant movement is not the same today. Previously, we were provided with some government assistance, subsidies in seeds, subsidies in fertilizers, subsidies to purchase buffalo for milking, subsidy to purchase tractors, and even subsidy in loans. We were provided some cheaper loan with some cheaper interest, but now the things are changing very fast. So, similarly, irrigation system, government build up some multi-purpose irrigation system where at least two things, irrigation, canal irrigation, and the production of the electricity, and that was supposed to help the agriculture. Now, the mode of that system is also changing. We used to use our seed of our own agriculture field. We plowed it, get the crop, the better these barleys, wheat, or the jowar or the bajra. We selected better produce out of that, and we used for further seeds. It was simple. But bit by bit, seeds within these packed seeds in theli meaning packets, seeds is being supplied within the packets first from our agriculture universities, and with the pace of time, now the seed is supplied by the corporates, big companies who deal the seeds. They are private owners. They are foreigners. They are local. So now seed is not in our hand, and it is becoming costlier and costlier, more and more costlier. It also happens with fertilizers. Previously, urea and DAP, etc., were provided with some subsidies, but now it is out of the control, decontrolled, meaning by government have given it in the hands of the magnates of the market, that who control the market, that is the corporates, capitalists. Now they are increasing the rates. Either it is a seed or it is fertilizer or it is a diesel. So our input is not in our hand. Either it is electricity law, electricity rules, consumption rates are changing very fast. Changing very fast. Every government, whosoever come into the center of the state, previously there were electricity boards in every state. Now they have dismantled, divided into so many nigams, corporations. And now a plan is there to take the electricity, either it is a production system or it is a transmission system, or it is the issue of supply and collecting the bills. It is to be given totally in the hands of the capitalists, hands of the corporates. A new Bijli bill is in waiting. At any time in the parliament, it may be introduced, it may be passed. Similarly, new seed system, seed bill is there in the it has prepared a new seed bill 2025. So, to give it more and more in the hands of the corporates. At present, 84% of the seed is in the hands of the three multinational companies, 84%. And with the time coming, it will be more and more controlled. And control by multinational, meaning by the seed become more costly and it will have some new problems also. So far previously we were supposed to produce dhan, that is paddy, wheat, for self-reliance, so that we do not depend upon the market of the US, market of the Australia, market of any foreign country. From Nehru to Lal Bahadur Shastri, and afterwards, Lal Bahadur Shastri, what said?
Stop. This question will stop. Translation. Then you say.
Oh.
Prince Kumar.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಅವ್ರು ತಮಿಳು ಮತ್ತು ಮಲಯಾಳಂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
ಸೌಂಡ್
ಕಾಂಪ್ರೇಡ್
ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೇಡ್ ಸತ್ಯವಾಂಜಿಯವರು 90% ಏನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಅನುವಾದ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ತಮಿಳುನಾಡಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಕನ್ನಡ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಈ
ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ರೈತರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ, ರೈತರು, ಕೃಷಿ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು, ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪರಿಹರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ನಾವು AIKKMS ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ರೈತರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥಕೊಂಡು ಆನಂತರ ಅವುಗಳ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೂಡ ಕಂಡುಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ ನಾವು ಅವುಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಘಟಿತರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಪೂರ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ರೀತಿ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿದ್ವು. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದ್ವು ಅವ್ರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಅವರು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ರೈತ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಬೇಡವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವುಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಈ 3 ದಿನಗಳ ಶಿಬಿರವನ್ನ ಸಂಘಟಿಸಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ರೈತ ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ತಾನು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಳುವರಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆ ಇಳುವರಿನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪಟ್ಟಣ ನಗರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯ ವಿಧಾನ ಕೂಡ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಮೊದಲೇನಿತ್ತು ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ, ಆ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆನೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡೋಣ.
ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡ ಮೈಕನ್ನು ಮರೆಯಬೇಡಿ.
ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವು
ಉಳುಮೆ
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತ ರೀತಿ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವು ನೇಗಿಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಎತ್ತಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೇಗಿಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಈಗ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ನಿಂದ ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲೇ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಮಾತ್ರ. ಈಗ ಅದು ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬೆಳೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೆಳೆಗೆ ಸೂಕ್ತವಾದ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ ಅದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಟನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೋರಾಟದ ನೇಚರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಭಾವ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಮಾರಾಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಂಡವಾಳದಾರರು ಅದು ಅವರು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಬೆಲೆ ನಿಗದಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಜೂಜಾಡೋದು. ಆ ಜೂಜಾಡೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ನಡುವೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನದ ಬೆಲೆ ನಿಗದಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲದರಿಂದ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬದಲಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ರೈತರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇದ್ರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರು, ಮೊದಲು ಸಬ್ಸಿಡೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸಹಾಯಧನ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಬೀಜ ಗೊಬ್ಬರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ ಕೊಡೋರು, ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ ಕೊಡೋರು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ ಕೊಡೋರು. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿಗಳನ್ನ ಹಿಂದೂ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇದೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿಯು ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ಅವರು ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸಬ್ಸಿಡಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಈಗ ರೈತರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಈಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಳುವರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಇಳುವರಿಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಇದೆಲ್ಲದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ರೈತರು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಈಗ ಬೀಜಗಳು ಹೊಸ ಬೀಜ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಬೀಜ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಮಾರಕವಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೀಜ ಕಾಯ್ದೆನ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಬೀಜ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಹೊಸ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧ, ಬೀಜ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧ, ಎಲ್ಲದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನೆಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಮುಂದೆ ಅವರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೊಸ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ, ಇದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ ಇಷ್ಟವರೆಗೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಈಗ ಮುಂದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ.
You know, the subject of discussion is very hard. And apart from it, there is tremendous language problem. We think 50% of the total assembly to some extent know English. But I think they do not know English very well. So translation is needed. In the midst of this, I am seeing another obstruction. That is our leaders in the house. Leaders in this house, they are not attentive. They are not attentive. They are loitering among themselves, talking among themselves, as if they are very busy. I like to tell them, forget all your work. Sit calmly and try to understand. Try to realize what is what. So be attentive, comrade. Particularly the leading comrades, be attentive. Don't roam here and there. मैंने एक चीज देख रहे हैं कि हमारा जो लीडर्स लोग है यहाँ पर या इधर जा रहा है, बातचीत कर रहा है, क्यों? Comment start.
So I was saying that in the earlier period, we are supposed to grow the main crops to fulfill the needs of food that eating for the nation. We tried our best, and as Andata, now we have made all the markets super flood. A vast production of paddy, wheats and other things. But in the meantime, as Britishers forced us to grow indigo, Neil withdraw during our freedom struggle. They wanted that you do not grow the paddy, the rice, you grow indigo. And that indigo, Neil, was a item of world market, that a cash crop, then jute, cotton, and now every crop has become a cash crop. So our produce has become the part of the market. There is not only national market, international market, import and exports. Import and exports. So similarly, land relation was simple. Now earlier regarding the land, the eyes of the village rich persons, greedy eyes, they have their how they can take the land of the poor person But now the big companies, the big capitalists, they have an eye, they have a greedy eye on our land. So land itself have become a item of get profit. Builders and big farms by corporates. So the things have changed. Up to 90, in India, agriculture was free from Patent Act. You know that if any invention have made, suppose a book, you write a book, you have copyright. No other can sell that. That is copyright. Similarly, you have invented a medicine, you have a patent right on that. No, without your permission, no one will produce that medicine. But in agriculture was free from patent. But after 90, our garam masala, haldi, jeera, ajwain, so many, we have in kitchen, so many things. But every item has become the patent. And patent meaning by now, though you have produced this item in your agriculture land, but the control of that is in the hands of the capitalist. So patent law have been introduced, property, intellectual rights. If someone have even invented new things pertaining to agriculture, the companies now having control over our produce and so many other things. So the nature of the agriculture is becoming more and more complex. With this, the peasant movement is also in the earlier period, the agriculture worker, landless, somehow get some work in the village. But now, the peasant itself, small peasants, though they till the land, but they cannot satisfy the need of their family. So the sons of the peasants are going outside the village to get some employment, some petty employments. So landless people are not able to get any work in the village. They have to leave the village, go to the town, then this town to that town, this state to that state, and new variety of human being, new variety of our workers, that is migrated workers, Pravasi Mazdoor. So the things are becoming more and more complex. In my discussion, I want to impress that the peasant movement is not the same. It was 10 years earlier, or the 20 years earlier, or 30 years earlier. So, to educate, to make aware the peasants, to organize them, to bring them into the struggles, for all this, we, the organizers, first, the leaders and cadres of our AIKKMS should understand these things and keep ourselves update on all fronts. And moreover, the issue of movement. Earlier we give some dharna, after 2 months again we put some dharna. Now we raised some demand and some demand was achieved. Some problem was resolved. But now even small things are not resolved. We are to emphasize, we are to continuously focus on that. Time and again we are to raise that issue. Then and then only we are able to achieve some smaller demands. And previously, other organizations, they used to organize peasant movement under their banner. Though from the very early period, AIKKMS has been in favor of joint movements, because our enemy is more powerful. To fight a powerful enemy, we are to make our movement also powerful. But they didn't heed it. Now a phase have come after Delhi movement particularly. AIKKM has developed a platform of joint movement at national plane have developed. Earlier to it also some platform were evolved, but now it is the biggest platform of the peasant movement. In that movement, we have no experience of joint movement. We have no experience of all India at joint movement at all India plane. But now we are supposed, and we are trying our best to impart our role. But up to the ground level, up to the village level, we have to understand this joint movement and how to impart our role effectively. Not only effectively, how we can come at the fore as a leading force. So not only the issues of crops, agriculture, employment have become complex. The requirements of the movement is also become complex, and we are to understand first so that we can prepare our peasants and agriculture workers, the rural poor, accordingly. So I feel through our literature and through such classes which you have organized, what is the nature of the agriculture? What are the relations in the land? What are the nature of the market? Who controls the market? Who is our enemy? Who controls our imports? Who controls our produce? Why life become very complex? The education system, the health system, the old age pension, so many things. So with the change in the society, attitude on the society, ethical points, a time was that the word sons, daughters, it was not supposed that take the responsibility of their parents. But now a crisis have cropped up. So a life in itself. So old age pension, question of old age pension. So if we are supposed to develop a peasant movement, by peasant movement what we say, what is your understanding? the small peasants, the middle peasants, the agriculture workers, the rural poor. Rural poor. So we are to organize our peasant movement in such a way that we can be the leader of all the rural poor, and we can impart our leading role in joint platforms, and we can show that at all India plane, and similarly at state level, at district level, at local level, क्या बोलेंगे एक संपर्क a relation in a way that our local movement, though it is concerned to a local demand, but while fighting that demand, we will try to make the peasantry, the agriculture workers, see where is Manrega has gone. BJP has brought another organization, and they are beating drums. Their MLA, their MP, their central minister, their state minister are going village to village and trying to impress that we, from Manrega to this GB, Ramji, whatever the name, we have made it in the interest of the rural poor, landless, the agriculture workers. Previously it was 100 days, now we have provided 125 days. But reality is something else behind that. So and my last point is that after Delhi movement, after repealing the three Blake laws, which were brought in the interest of the monopoly, that is big capitalists in this country, corporates, now they are bringing those things from behind, secretly. They have brought a marketing policy. If that marketing policy come into practice, then you will see that that peasants will be in heavy crisis. That will be more dangerous than those three laws. So at present, we are to focus our attention on that. So that we can make justice, we can fulfill our aims and objects. That is I wanted to say. So for that these classes are necessary. What type of changes are coming? What our enemy? Who is the enemy of the peasants? We shall have to recognize that. We shall have to bring those enemies before the eyes of the peasantry. So in this way, we are to make ourselves aware. Teacher must be taught first. That is the popular proverb. Teacher must be taught first. If I am aware, I can make you aware. If we all are aware, we can make the peasants aware and organized and bring them in struggles. So that is why we are organizing these 3 days class and meetings.
2 days class.
2 days class.
Very bad.
So with this, I conclude. Thanks so much. And your state has taken some initiative in it. We are doing it in every state. We're trying our best. We are trying our best. So this is.
Comrades, one announcement. After our discussion, last session held in this manner. All the district leaders